What's up, YouTube? It's your boy p.lok back again. So I got my boy Chris today. I started tattooing him about 5 years ago. I gave him like his first tat. So today we're adding to the inner bicep. I'm doing something fun. Lately I've been trying to go more into detail, so we're doing something detailed on the inner bicep. I'm gonna show you the rest of the work he has on him so you guys can see how far I've gotten from that point to this point. So 5 years ago compared to now. What's up, bro?
What's going on, bro?
Chilling, dog. What's good with you? Take a seat, bro. I'm about to show you what I got, what I cooked up. All right, bro, so here's a picture of the bicep, the one that we took last time. I kind of came up with a few things, but I was thinking, what if we just went like super detailed? Jesus coming off the cross. We already got like the rest of the stuff. Show him your arm real quick, bro. I think the last one that I did was this one, right? So, and then look at that jump. Woo. Try to find that on my Instagram. Yeah, so I'm gonna add that to the bicep. We're gonna do some filler around here. Eventually cover something around here too. So, still a work in progress. Show them the first one that I did, bro.
2017.
That 5-year work. Still holding up. Hell yeah.
Fire, bro.
So this is the printed picture so you can get an idea. I got the stencil. What I'm thinking of doing is just placing it on you and seeing what lays on. Like whatever lays on, whatever doesn't, I'm just not gonna do it, but you'll see it right now. Let me clean your arm up real quick, bro. This is where the music hits, and then we're like ding ding, showing in the background. I'm excited.
Fuck yeah.
This shit's gonna hurt, but we're gonna be alright, bro.
No pain, no gain.
There you go.
There you go.
Let me see your arm, bro.
See if I'm gonna be saying that in 30 minutes.
Bro, in 4 or 5 hours. Damn, bro, when I look at the old work, it kind of makes me want to go over it. Not gonna lie.
You can, though. Fuck it.
Yeah. I think we're gonna have to leave like a session at the end.
A little wrap up.
Yeah, just to go over it. But I feel like with the tattoos, that's gonna always happen. Cause you know, as the years go on, you're just like, damn. I got some people that got work like when I first started, and they don't want to touch it, bro. They're just like, nah, we're leaving it like that. Gotta keep the memories. Yeah. Yeah, bro. They don't want to touch it. I'm trying to get like most of it to show. No, this is straight right here. What you thinking of doing on the legs, the other arm? What ideas you got, bro?
That piece you showed me was pretty fire.
Oh, the one for the other arm?
Yeah.
That one's kind of like Greek though. You'd probably have to do the whole thing
In that
similar,
thing?
yeah.
Straight grinding.
You wouldn't do something like that?
Hell yeah. Yeah, we're back to back, right?
Yeah, bro. Moment of truth. Yes, sir. All right, tattoo setup. I'm still using the Bishop Packer, and I'm still using all the Pepex Lance cartridges. I haven't gone through them. I'm like halfway. So far, so good. So I'm going back to the same setup. I have a 5-round liner. I have a 7 mag, 11 mag, and 15 mag. That's been my setup for now, so I'm sticking to that. Gray wash, I'm still using the same things that I said last time. So I got Nocturnal ink and Panthera. So solid black, gray wash. Let's set it up. So let me see, let me get this petroleum jelly. I'm doing hustle butter until it's done. Hustle butter, boom. Can't go wrong with the hustle butter. I love how it smells. I usually mix it up with the A&D just to make it last longer. Sometimes it smells a little too much for me, but I like it. So I'm doing 4 cups. I'm doing 6 cups total, but 4 of them are gonna be ink, 2 of them are gonna be distilled water. And I like to put them right next to the ointment so that I'm not like going all over the place. Saves time. Got that. Now for the ink. Panthera for the solid black, Nocturnal for the gray wash. I like this Panthera. It's been coming out extremely dark. I had a guy come yesterday that I used the Panthera on, and then I used the dynamic ink on him, like the tattoo before that, and you could really see the difference. I probably should have recorded it for you guys. But if you haven't tried out the Panthera, try it out. So I have half cup, 6 drops, 2 drops. The rest distilled water, and those 2 cups in the back, straight distilled water. So you guys seen this plenty of times. Same setup until I find something better. Alrighty, let's get to it, guys. Oh yeah, guys, don't forget to check my boy Gunner out. Sleeve guards. These things are lifesavers for your forearm. You don't want ink, you know, if you don't want to get all that nasty blood stuff on your arm, get yourself some of these. I usually put it on top of some barrier film just to be able to take my gloves off and use it under my gloves. But I mean, if you want to run through the whole box in one tattoo, I'm sure my boy Gunner wouldn't mind. There you go, good to go. I'll put the second pair of eyes on. It's go time. Are you ready, bro? Oh, almost forgot the lubriderm. I'm sure you guys are asking what's the lubriderm for, so instead of using green soap, I usually use lubriderm to clean the skin, take the ink off. I feel like it's a little easier on trying to preserve that stencil for like the whole tattoo, so I like it. You guys should try it out. Definitely recommend the lubriderm. It's almost like a staple now when I'm tattooing. If I don't have the lubriderm, I just feel like when I do house calls, sometimes I'll forget the lubriderm and then I'm like, damn. I start overthinking it, start wiping less and stuff. So today we got like a very detailed piece. I'm starting off with the 5-liner, and I'm gonna get most of the small detail just to try to, you know, keep that stencil on and then start building the shading off of that. But for the most part, I'm outlining all the small stuff, and then I'm gonna come back with the 5 mag and start shading everything. Today my plan is to try to be a little more detailed and show you guys exactly how I tattoo, at least as much as I can, instead of doing a time lapse where I just show the end result. So I'm gonna try to really explain how I do it and show you guys in real time. And if you guys have any questions, you know, on a subject that I'm doing, just put it down in the comments and I'll make sure I answer it on the next video, or even in the comments, I'll reply to you guys. But I'm just gonna knock all these small details out with the liner, and then I'll show you guys when I jump back with the shader. All right, so I'm jumping back onto the 5 mag. Well, I haven't even used it, so I'm jumping onto the 5 mag and I'm gonna start doing all the shading. When it comes to realism, I don't like to do a lot of lines unless it's something that I can't really get my hands on, like these small details with the toes and the hand. But for areas like this, I'll go ahead and try to do almost all of it with the smallest mag that I have. I feel like it just makes it look softer and it keeps that realistic look. That way I'm not doing any harsh lines. I mean, that's just the way it works for me. So this is my solid black, and I'm gonna do as much of the black as I can. I like to black almost everything out wherever, at least on the area that I'm working on. I like to do all the black, and then I'll come back with the lighter tone, and I'll just go from darkest to lightest, but I'm always building off of the black. So right now I'm just following my stencil. That's why it's important that you guys do a stencil by hand. I've seen a lot of people use those apps where you throw it in, and you know, if it works for you, it works. But me personally, I'd rather take that extra hour or two really outlining everything on Procreate instead of taking the easy way out. If not, I feel like while you're tattooing it, it adds an extra hour or two because you're trying to maneuver around that you know, shitty stencil that you get from the app. So this just makes my life easier in the long run. It does take more time up front, but I like it better that way. So at the moment, I'm right here on the reference. So you guys see how there's like a bunch of solid black. Me personally, if it looks black, I'm going solid black. I like contrast. I like my tattoos to last as long as they can. And some people go lighter with it. Me personally, if I see it black, I'm gonna go black. All right, so I'm done with the solid black in this area. As you can see in the reference, there's a few areas of solid black, and then from there I'm gonna go on to the next tone. But I wanted to show you guys how I use my Lubriderm. So the solid black smudges very easily, even if you're using like A&D to glide it on the skin. So Lubriderm, it usually takes all the ink off, but it still leaves the stencil there. It'll take it off a little bit, but it's not like green soap where it'll just completely start taking your whole stencil off. So I'll just use this in between tones. Right now I'm done with the solid black. I'm switching over to the next tone, which is half cup of black and then half cup of water. So now this is my gray wash. I'll show you guys a little bit right now. So this is my half cup, and this tone, I'm not gonna use it as much because there's not a lot of areas with it, but right here, what I did all this with the solid black, and then you see the shade right there, it's not fully black. Right there, it's not fully black, and then right here also. So I'll just kind of brush that on, and I'll use the half cup to do that. And my motion doesn't change. I'm still going back and forth, really saturating it. That's all you want to worry about. As you can see, it still looks dark, but it's not solid black. And when it heals, you'll be able to see it a little better. So I'm just brushing it on. I'm gonna fade it out at the end. I'm not going too dark at the end. And I left a little glare right there so you can tell that there's a separate muscle going on. And I'm gonna do that with the rest of this arm, shoulder area. And I'll come back when I'm ready to do the next tone. All right, so I'm done with the half cup. I'm moving over to my 6 drops. So I just wanted to show you guys. After the 6 drops, it usually looks done. A lot of people don't take that extra step with like the lightest tone and try to feather everything out. But usually after this step, it'll look like it's done. And honestly, you can get away with it like that, but I take an extra step and then go over this lighter tone. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about, but right now I'm going in with the 6 drops and I'm just blending out the half cup just to give it a little more of that 3D effect. And then when I go over everything with my 2 drops or 1 drop, whatever your lightest tone is, that's really what sets it off. That gives it that super soft shading and it starts making it look a little more 3D. So I'm done with the 6 drop tone. As you guys can see at this point, it kind of looks done. You could leave it like this if you really wanted to, but if you want to go that extra step, make it look really soft, you grab your 1 drop or your 2 drop, whatever your lightest tone is, and we're just gonna brush away from our 6 drops. So like I said, it looks like it's done, but I like to make my stuff look really soft, so I don't mind going that extra step. And I was already moving up, as you guys can see, but I don't like to move too far to where when we come back, this hurts like really bad. So, you know, you also gotta watch out for the pain tolerance and how the skin gets. I like to kind of work in sections. So I'll get this done and then I'll move up. So I'm just blending out from the 6 drop tone. And with this one, I'm not going too hard. I mean, I'm still saturating it, but I'm trying to make it consistent. You're trying to just give it that extra oomph. See, so it looks red. You probably won't be able to see it until it really heals, but as long as you trust your gray tones, that's all you need. And then from there, we're just fading out. Alright guys, so I pretty much finished this side already. I went ahead and did the same thing that I was doing here. So I started with all the darks. I left a little more contrast here just to show more of like the body parts. But I'm done with this side. I'm moving over to the middle. And I'm thinking of knocking out the faces first. Just in case I shade too much, I don't erase too much of the stencil. So I'm gonna do this face next, and then I'm gonna start, you know, working on the rest of the body and leave this for last. So we're saving the best for last. Besides that, guys, I'm just doing the same method, sticking with the darks, outlining the small stuff, and adding the lightest shading last. So from dark to light, and I'm just gonna do that until we're completely done. And that's the end of it, guys. So it took me about 8 hours total. It was a lot of detail. I really underestimated it because of the area. I know my tattoo artists out there know that the inner bicep sucks when it comes to tattooing. It's just a lot of skin that you have to stretch. It's just a lot of other variables that go into it. The ink's a little harder to go in because you have to do that 3-point stretch, but I mean, I enjoyed it. I like how the piece came out. At one point, I thought he was gonna tap out, but I'm glad he didn't. Thanks, Chris. Besides that, guys, I had fun with it. You know, it was a good session. Let me know what you guys think as far as like the whole explanation of the video. I've been trying to go a little more in depth so I can, you know, help you guys out. I just want to give you guys as much as I can of me. I feel like I'm not the best at explaining stuff, or maybe I am. You guys let me know what you want me to do. When it comes to tattooing, whatever I can help you guys with, drop it in the comments. I'm willing to help anybody and whoever wants to learn. That's what this channel is for. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Don't forget that after 1,000 subscribers, I'm still doing that giveaway to those 3 people. So I'm definitely gonna do that as soon as I see 1,000, and we're pretty close. I think we're at like 8 something. Besides that, guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And I appreciate everyone that tunes in to watch my videos. Also, guys, I haven't forgot. I'm still gonna tell you guys about the big news that I got coming up. We're still working on it. I wanna say about maybe like another 2-3 weeks, I'll be announcing it, but keep up with my Instagram. If you haven't turned on those post notifications, make sure to do that because I will be dropping hints on it. So stay tuned for that. And with that being said, guys, I will see you on the next one.